acupuncture using the needle is by using the electro signal and then to adjust or readjust that the signal is traffic signal itself. So to help it to go back to the normal function. The actual mechanism, it hasn't been proven. However, what we can see from the research and even the clinical work by thousands of acupuncturists or Chinese medicine doctors is that it helps with a lot of ailments, especially for pain, neurological disorder, endocrine, any issue regarding endocrine system. And so one of the many theory of acupuncture, how acupuncture works, is that the acupoint is kind of like signal in our body. So imagine that our body, the meridian, or what we call meridian, it's like the row of a city. Our body is a city, or our body is a house that, there are many wires. So that wire sometimes goes kind of blinking for no reason. So that acupoint is kind of like those signal telling you something is wrong, or the place where it's wrong. And that acupuncture using the needle is by using the electro signal and then to adjust or readjust that the signal is traffic signal itself. So to help it to go back to the normal function. So that's one of the theory. And I want to share with you guys is that especially nowadays with the COVID, they study a lot on the acupuncture. How acupuncture help with particularly COVID is that they found out that when we insert needle in certain acupoints, our body actually had an increase of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural anti-inflammatory that we produce in our bloodstream and under our skin, and that can help with the inflammation. So we all know that with the inflammation, we come to pain, we come with disruption of certain physical function like your nerve, or that create that causes stress in our body. So by reducing the inflammation, and there are long theories that prove that acupuncture can help with the reducing inflammation. It actually helps us to restore our function. And of course, we can talk about how Chinese medicine sees acupuncture. So acupuncture, by stimulate the acupoint, and it doesn't have to be acupuncture needle. It can be using your finger and pressing on the acupoints. However, acupuncture needle does work better. Or stimulate using the heat or a certain spectrum of light to stimulate the acupoints can also help as well. And that's because the acupoint itself, it's very abundant or rich in blood and qi. So because qi and blood in Chinese medicine is the foundation of life. So by readjust or correcting the imbalance of qi and blood, it helps us to restore our health. There are many things. I mean, of course, I say it with a bias. I practice acupuncture, I practice Chinese medicine, but there are really a lot of things that you can treat with acupuncture. I'm sure everybody knows about how WHO lists out hundreds of ailments, conditions that can be treated with acupuncture. But there are a few things that definitely it will help. Definitely with the pain, a lot of chronic pain, soft tissue injury, migraine, menstrual cramp or irregular menstruation, infertility can be a very good indication for acupuncture, insomnia, depression and anxiety, and also neurological degeneration like imbalanced gait and tinnitus. These are the conditions that we can use acupuncture to treat. So I think it's amazing that we have we have all this rich the sea of knowledge of how that one tiny needle can help us to be healthy again. A lot of time there, when the patient comes in, we'll always tell the patient, because a lot of time, especially in America, a lot of my patients, when they come in, it's kind of like they use this as a last resort, and they've been on medication a lot. They are out of balance for a long time. So using the acupuncture to correct the imbalance, a lot of time the patient first will sometimes can feel fatigue. The fatigue usually is because don't forget that acupuncture works on the nerve system. So when the nerve system is reactivated, down or up regulated, it's very different from where you are. So it basically is telling your brain that, I'm tired, I'm really tired, and I need a rest. So, and a lot of times when we're sick, we can feel fatigue, but we cannot fall asleep. We can feel fatigue, but we cannot really rest fully. Acupuncture itself, however, it makes you feel tired, but you're able to sleep. And especially, a lot of my patients can vouch for that. That after the treatment, the sleep that night is usually a lot better quality. However, I do have to say that acupuncture, just like any other therapy, it needs to be accumulated. So it's not like one treatment wonder. So a lot of time we do need to repeat the acupuncture for a few times, sometimes 6, sometimes 8, sometimes 12, depending on how long the history of the illness or the imbalances. So it's not something like, okay, if you have an insomnia, you get the treatment and your insomnia is fixed. It doesn't work that way. But because by correcting the imbalance, helping the body to restore the normal physical function, gradually your body was see as a training for your body, like training it to do the things that it's supposed to do. That's what acupuncture is about. So with a cumulative therapeutic effect, gradually the body will be like, oh, so I'm supposed to sleep at night, I'm supposed to wake up in the morning. And I think that's the beauty of this natural medicine, because it's actually training your body doing what it's supposed to do, instead of adding anything to mask or to just shut down the function. Sometimes if, let's say, if the patient comes in for pain, chronic pain, the pain can be slightly elevated. Why is that? Remember that nitric oxide was produced by using acupuncture, right? So it can create a temporarily inflammatory state of that tissue, and that brings a lot of blood flow into that tissue. So that can cause some temporary pain, like aggravated pain, but it should go away pretty quickly. That's one of the side effects that's pretty common. The second will be that you can feel a little itchy, like where the acupuncture needle is inserted. Sometimes this, for some ladies probably don't like it. You can have a little enhanced appetite, so you'll feel like the food tastes better. So you want to eat them, not to a point that not food craving, but more like, oh, I enjoy my food, I'm able to eat more. If you like this video, please subscribe and follow me, and I'll see you soon.